We sometimes volunteer to get too much information. I had a call one night from a broker. It was about 7 in the evening, and he started off the call. Mr. Davidson, how are you this evening? That's how I knew it was someone going to sell me something. And most of the time I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. But this time I was feeling a little generous. So I decided to play along, and as he began talking, he actually sounded like he knew what he was talking about. And I thought to myself, I might invest with this guy. I might make some money. So he talks about the 35 different investment vehicles. And I said, wait a second, you don't understand. I wrote the book Breathing Space, and another book, The Joy of Simple Living, and Get a Life, and The Complete Idiot's Guide to Managing Stress. I never volunteer to be slimed, to use the Ghostbuster term. I never volunteer to be slimed by more information than I want or need. Just send me something on maybe the 1 or 2 investments you think might be right for me. And he said, okay. And the conversation went on, and he started to tell me about his company and the management and the annual report and the quarterly report, and he suggested he send them to me. And I said, no, wait a second, I don't need your annual report. I don't need your quarterly report. I don't want your 10K, your 10Q. I don't want any of that stuff. If I wanted it, I could go onto the internet. I could go to the library. I could write for it. There's a million ways I could get it. Please, for now, just that slim packet I asked you. He said, okay. And the conversation went on. I talked to him for a few more minutes. He had all kinds of other information he was going to send me. And I went down the same path, and I finally convinced him that I didn't need anything else at the moment, just that introductory piece would do it. I told him, look, I have an MBA. I can understand accounting statements, pro forma, projections, balance sheets, cash flow analysis, P&L statements, but I don't need to see all that stuff right now. Please spare me. We agreed. Put down the phone. I went back to my business. He went to his. 3 days later, there was a huge package in the mail from his brokerage house. What was in it, please? Everything I asked not to have sent? How many think everything was in the package? I have no idea what was in the package. With my powerful wrists, I took that package. I walked over to the wastebasket, and in one mighty tug, I went to rip it, but it was a Tyvek envelope, and it would not rip. And so I just put the whole thing into the circular file. I never even looked at it. And you know what? If he had sent me just that thin packet I had asked for, to use the Clint Eastwood terminology, I might have made his day.